Hey, what up? It's Mike D. Playing the Retrofit mod. This is our turn as Portugal. I'm pretty sure it's like turn 9. Anyway, still no one has called the Crusade, which is whack. Probably because Christianity is divided in this game. And I'll show you what I mean. Now, I've told you about allying with the strong. We made the mistake of trusting our ally even for a second, okay? And it backfired. They didn't attack us, but you'll see what I mean, okay? Yes, we want the bride. Look at this. They're clearly coming to attack us, but this is what we wanted, okay? We wanted to know what they were gonna do when we left ourselves vulnerable. So now what we need to do, get a double back with Yohao, okay? There's no way we can hang around here any longer. And we're gonna recruit another spy. And Spear Militia's not gonna do us much good at all. So, yeah.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
We have a spy here. So we're gonna move them about here. There's a massive Spanish army in the area. I think they're moving on. I don't know if they're planning to attack us or not, but it's very possible. They saw the Moors and they chickened out, really. And, you know, they are at war with them, but they kind of did it just because we were, and they wanted to prove their alliance, which they really didn't prove shit. I just attacked them because I wanted to, and I needed to, because I was broke. And I still am kind of broke, really. Making a little bit of money, but I was in massive debt before, so I had to do it. Everyone questioned that move. That was still the right move. It's just the other move I made, which was trusting them, is probably going to backfire, because they're probably going to... I don't know if they have a spy here, but they might. And they might take Lisbon, so... It might even be best to just... I don't know. Let's see, we're gonna send our spy. Yeah, they have a spy right here. So we're gonna play the game, alright? If they're gonna do this, we have to do this. So we're gonna... Yeah, I think... Alright, it's back on. So anyway, we know they're gonna attack us, okay? Alright. We knew they would do it at some point if we didn't, but I didn't think it'd be this turn. But at the same time, we prepared for it. We didn't plan every single thing they would do, but we expected it to happen eventually, okay? Now, Leon is weak as hell. Their fringe territories are weak. Their core is pretty solid, but their frontier is still weak, so we still have a chance, even though we are very, very weak as a faction. What we need to do, we've destroyed Lisbon. It makes us a little less income, but the money is worth it, especially if they're going to take the territory anyway. Now they've got a Moorish army here. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm not worried about it. This iron mine might be useful for a broke merchant like me. You know, they're almost definitely going to take Lisbon. So at least we got that out of the way. Now, one thing we could do, since these are no longer free upkeep, we'll move them to this fort. And I don't care if there's riots, because they're going to take it anyway, like I said. The mines, they're going to get, they're valuable, that sucks. But we prepared for it. We didn't allow it to happen. Now, Marrakesh in the south There's literally no way we can take it. I looked at all the stuff. I looked at the fortress, or no, the fort. I looked at the armies around. There's way too much. It's just not gonna happen. So what we need to do is prepare, okay? They can't take the fort this turn anyway without lifting the siege and using a spy. We're gonna send our ships back, okay? And now there's no ships in the east. They could probably hire a mercenary, but I don't think they could reach us with any of their generals. All we need to do is guard against the ship in the north, okay? Now the next plan is simple. We have to either get them to leave Granada open or Cordoba open for a few turns. They can't defend both. They won't have enough money to stack both equally. And if they do, we can probably pick apart both armies. So that's our move, okay? We knew they would betray us at some point, but I didn't expect it this turn. I figured we'd continue the fight against the Moors, but they no longer see that as important. They want the take me out now. And France probably does too, but at least I was able to weaken them. And I don't think they'll be able to retaliate against us. Let's see what... There's an English diplomat. We'll see how that goes. Now, there are no battles. We aren't even taking any territory. But we've kept it open. Our two armies will be able to expose them, because they won't be able to stack their territory with defenses forever. Okay, sooner or later they're going to have to move against other enemies. Right now, we're kind of weak, and to be honest, they could probably beat us in this campaign, okay? A lot of factions probably could, because we start out in a horrible position anyway. But this at least gives us a chance, okay? Once they try and take Lisbon, which they inevitably will next turn or the turn after, then we can retaliate and save our troops. In fact, we'll move him. I don't know if they'll take this fort or not. If they take it with the spy that's here, that's a waste, because then they can't take Lisbon. But at least now, Lisbon has something. Again, I don't care if there's rioting here, so full tax rate. Fuck it. And we get the mines for this turn. So now we've got our extra units in that fort ready to, you know, stomp on them. And I'm pretty sure if we get our spy in there, we can do it. It's just, will it work completely? No, we got two spies actually, so they can take Lisbon, but then we'll have to retaliate by taking Cordoba, and yeah. And then if they move to the east with Afonso, or Alfonso, ours is Afonso, or he died, whatever. If they move to the east with this army, then they're leaving Granada open. The Moors we don't care about right now. We can even have a peace with them if they want it. Spain is now going to be our definite biggest enemy. I knew this last turn, the mistake I'd made, but I didn't know if the mistake would haunt me this turn or the next turn or whatever. That's all it was. So yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind next time I have an alliance, that pretty words and roleplay aren't really what's important. So at least we were prepared with our ships. They don't have any ships around here, and that is at least going to keep us alive. If they take both Pamplona, Zaragoza, or all three of them in one turn, we're done. But I am very, very sure they can't do it. Here's why. This army, okay? If they had planned on an easy win, then there would be larger armies near Pamplona, and this would probably be smaller a little bit. I'm just gonna assume that we can do this, okay? If agent limit reached, it's because we destroyed that church. No, we don't need military right now, I don't think. Maybe we do, but fuck. Go, maybe we can retrain. We can upgrade this. We should be able to recruit some troops with that. But then again, we'll have a few in a few turns, so let's just build a town hall. Maybe we can get peace, who knows.
Who do I face?
At least Joe Howe's near enough to, at the very least, come back and defend Pamplona. We don't want these fuckers taking us out, but we let them take 4 territories. They sacked Cordoba. If we sack it again, it's not going to be worth that much. But at the same time, we'll still profit from destroying what we destroyed in Lisbon and etc. We'll still have some money. There's not much else we can do.
Your orders?
In fact, there's literally nothing we can even spend the money on, so we should probably just save it because we might need it next turn anyway, or the turn after that. Yeah. I'm not frustrated. Honest, it's better for them to turn on us now than when we have several stacks away and they have several stacks here. They only have 2. They have 2 stacks and 4 territories, okay? They can take the 1 territory off us, put them at 5, and we'll take Cordoba or Granada, and that puts us back at 3 again, and they're back at 4. And then they're more vulnerable than they were, because we won't be going for Lisbon. They'll be exposed at several other territories. No, wait, I'm miscounting. They have 5 already. They don't have 4. So, yeah, they've definitely outmaneuvered us right now, just like the Moors outmaneuvered us right at the beginning. And perhaps they saw that and thought I was weak. So we're gonna have to prove them wrong about this.
Name thy enemy, Lord. Yalla, sire.
Got 2 spies at Cordoba.
Your orders?
This fort isn't gonna fall, because I don't even think they can take it next turn.
Yes,
Which at least buys us some time. If the Moors want to attack Spain, that's perfectly fine with me. But yeah, at least now that Spain is strong and attacking us, we know that they are our true enemy, and we're not gonna fuck with France anymore, even though we just did a little bit. Maybe the English will want to talk with us, who knows. I don't really care what's gonna happen next turn, but at least we know what their intentions are. They're relying on numbers alone. They're not relying on strategy. And they had the jump on us. They really did. But at least now we know what's going on. They were probably planning this for a few turns even. So now our ships are still close.
Yes.
We're not going to disembark. We need to just leave our guys here.
Yes.
And I think with this force alone, we'll be able to take either Granada or Cordoba next turn. Or maybe the turn after, depending on the reach of this boat. So we'll see what happens, okay? Probably should have figured it out earlier. But, you know, I wanted to trust them because I was in a weak position, and by the time I realized it, it was kind of too late. But we did prepare for this. Maybe not as good as we could have, but we did. So that's going to be the turn. There's literally nothing else I can do of any use, so alright. Spain's watching Hungary. You know what, fuck it. I don't want to call it that. Hungary. Just turn. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.